Hi guys, let's talk about complete randomness. Yes, complete randomness. I'm not even joking. I mean, it's like all para randomness, but it's randomness. I just wanted to go over some things with you guys for my channel, and so this is kind of out of nowhere, spur of the moment randomness, so bear with me. Basically, I have some changes to the channel, some things I want for the channel, some things that I'm happy about for the channel, and I just kind of wanted to tell you about them and ask you about them and run the whole blah 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 by you guys. So yeah, let's get started. I think I finally found a place to film. The lighting's still not great. I need to go figure out the lighting situation because it's still a little dingy, but I think I found some place to start. So yes, very excited about this. My hair's black. So there's my vision board. You guys don't get to see what's on it because it's my vision board. Maybe one day I'll show you. Obviously my bed, no big, and a white wall. However, I'm gonna go to Walmart or Michael's or something, I don't know, and get like a really dope fabric. I don't know what yet, and so I will be able to pin it there. Although, you know, but that won't take care of that. So maybe I'll have to get two, I don't know. But I will pin it up, and then I'll have sort of like a ghetto fabulous makeshift backdrop. So that'll be cool. Maybe, might be cool, we'll see. But yes, I'm just totally amped that I found at least a central location to film consistently from, because that is one of the biggest challenges aside from lighting, is me trying to find like a set spot. Back in the day I always filmed in the truck. Back in the day, like it was 10 years ago, but you know what I mean. Now that I'm not, you know, going to work all night and stuff like that because I'm working from home, I had to find a new spot, especially since we just moved, and I had to kind of get a feel for the new place. And I can't film outside that much anymore because, you know, it's Portland and it rains all the time. Now the summer's over, so that's gonna be crappy. So yeah, I'm really excited. I know it seems so like nothing, but for me it's a huge deal. Now the next thing is getting lighting under control and then getting these bad boy dark circles under control. But I'm on my way. And then obviously the backdrop. I just hate plain and simple. If you guys know anything about me, then you know I'm a sparkly, glittery, bright colors, crazy, spastic kind of person. So just the plain white is driving me nuts. But yay! I'm excited. So I think this will work. I'm gonna go into video editing and see for sure. Wardrobe malfunction, excuse me. Now I guess I have to figure out if I should stand and talk to you guys or if I should be like, no. I think I will just stand and have a conversation with y'all one-on-one like this. I'm just gonna do what flows, but I always feel like you guys are like an extended family of mine, and you guys are like part of my major team or whatever, and I do want to acknowledge that when I'm having these conversations with you. And so I've always wanted some sort of like, you know, team name for us, and I think I want to call you guys the Paris Squad. So give me your feedback if you think that's too cheesy or if you think it works, whatever. I don't even remember where I came up with it, but Paris Squad works for me. And then I think you guys are going to be my ghosties. You know, I call my kids my monsters, so I didn't want to do that because it would take away from them. And to be honest, I think Lady Gaga calls her like following monsters, which I had no idea about. I've been calling my kids my little monsters since they were little, and now they're all grown up. So way before Lady Gaga ever came on the scene, so I didn't jack that, but I definitely don't want to use that for you guys because that's special for them. So yeah, and Para Peeps is kind of generic, everybody has that. So I think you guys are going to be my ghosties, and I'd like for this to be a big Para Squad, and I'm excited to grow with you guys and kind of get my wings here. I'm always going to be afraid posting videos. I'm always going to be anxious and nervous. I'm always going to suck at making videos, especially for the technical aspects like lighting and positioning and blah 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 blah. But I do feel a little bit more momentum, and I'm getting, also I want to run, not that I have anyone even watching at this point, I mean like legit I have like a few, like a handful of you people who care to watch these videos. But right now the channel, okay, so like there's 3 playlists on my channel, right? So you've got Para Vlogs, the Lei Lei Land, which is just like random tidbits from my life, and then the product reviews. But in terms of the para vlog section of it, I feel like I don't want it to become too classroomy, where it's just facts, or information, blah, 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 this is how I feel about that. I don't want that. I want there to be more of like a variety so that it feels personable but still informative. So I think, yeah, I'm going to add stuff about the book, and I'm like miscellaneous stuff that just comes up. But I think I also am going to start incorporating some story times, and of course there'll be para-based story times. That doesn't necessarily always mean ghost stories, although there will be obviously some of those, but some of it will be stories about, you know, like how my dad leaves me hearts, or experiences where I've come across that were difficult for me. You know, I did a radio spot, Para Mysteries radio show, a few weeks ago. I don't know who all listened to it or not, but they were asking me some questions that to me are like, they're just things that happen in my life, and they don't seem like that's just how my life has always been. So to me it's like, oh yeah, no big deal. And then my friend Serena, one of my closest friends in the whole wide world, was like, I always forget that for you this is, that you don't see your life as interesting, that you just see your life as just anybody else's life. I always forget that you don't get why that would be interesting. And it's, she just, I guess I don't, just because it's my life, but I did see how I am aware of how other people react when I am explaining stories. So I don't know, just the way she said it kind of made me think, like, even though to me they're just like whatever, that's just another day in Lei Lei land, but like you guys might be interested in some of that stuff. So I think I'm gonna start adding story times. I don't know how frequently or how often. Also, to be honest with you guys, if you do subscribe to my channel, if you do follow me really on any social media platform, you probably already know if you're on other social medias, and we'll find out soon if you're on my YouTube, that I am unreliable in terms of schedules. I am late for everything, always. I've always made a joke that I was 10 days late when I was born, and it just never stopped from that point forward. It's not intentional. In fact, I always try very hard not to be late. Like, I will pick out my clothes before, I will like set my alarm, 3 alarms, I'll wake up on time. I don't know what it is, but I'm late for everything, always. I have a very bad concept of time. Maybe it's because I'm so connected to the para world, and there's not really that same time thing on their side. I don't know what the deal is there. But I also always have bigger eyes in my stomach, and I do mean that literally, but I also mean it in terms of my work. So I will be like, okay, we'll do this and this and this week, and then it's 3 weeks later before I did it. Or, you know, I fully intend to do the things, and I fully want to do the things, but my schedule, I also own a business, I have 2 kids, I have life outside of the paranormal, and so things do get in the way, especially with the business we own. It's very, jobs come as they come, and so I don't have a whole lot of control over that. But I can't set, like, I'm gonna be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or even every Monday at 6 o'clock. That's not probably ever going to happen. And so, in a perfect world, that would be awesome. But I just, as a viewer, please know that you'll get the videos. I will keep making them. And if I ever stop, I will let you know ahead of time. But as of probably forever, there won't be a set schedule. I just don't want to set myself up for disappointing everybody, because I know myself and I know my tendencies, and again, it's not intentional, and it's not out of a lack of care or a lack of, you know, intent. It's just how I've always been, and it's something I will probably always be working on while I'm on this plane. But yeah, so my dad always taught me never say never, so who really knows. But most likely, at least not in the near future anytime, there won't be a set schedule that you can count on for a video upload, just because I'm not wired like that. But they will always be new content, and like I said, I will let you know if I ever stop making videos. I will try to get them up more frequently than I have been. Life is kind of just crazy, but if you guys have ever followed me on social media, you know that is nothing new for me. So yeah, just stay with me, and hopefully together we can grow and evolve, and I can learn this crazy YouTube world and the techie world a little bit. Go figure, I went to the Art Institute for 2 years for multimedia and web design, and I did great. I loved it, I'm good at it, but like daily things are changing and evolving, especially in terms of technology. So I will think I have things figured out, and the next thing you know, there's a whole new realm of things that I didn't realize I didn't even know anything about, like, you know, lighting and stuff like that. And then in the para realm, I don't know any of the tools other than the ghost box. But again, that's a whole other thing. It's a little more in depthly. I can't really get into how that plays into what's coming, but my complete lack of paratech knowledge is going to come into play very soon, so that's going to be interesting and fun. But yeah, I just was excited. I was excited that I finally found a place to film. I'm obviously going to have to work on angles. I'm noticing, I don't know why, but it looks like I either have an Adam's apple or a, I don't know what the deal is with this position. It looks weird on my neck. I don't know. The YouTubers who know about the filming, what is the deal? Because I don't have an Adam's apple. When I was younger I did, because I was so damn skinny that like you could see everything, and people always asked if I was a guy. It was really messed up. But I don't now. I don't know. And I don't have a double chin. Or a gobble. I don't know. YouTubers, video people, why this is happening? So, but if I sit, then I feel like I'm looking up at you guys, which I had a spot over there at the computer and I kind of didn't like it because it kept looking like I was looking up, which was awkward. So I'm still gonna have to tweak this general vicinity a little bit and figure out what works and what doesn't, but at least I have a central point to start working with. So I'm excited to get the backdrop, wall, whatever you call it. To be honest, I'm not feeling super awesome today, which is, well, actually kind of the whole week I've been feeling kind of crappy, which is why my hair is kind of crazy and it's limited makeup and I'm kind of just slumping in a hoodie because I kind of just not feeling so great. But I am excited though. And then also I do want to say, I know like a minute ago I was talking about how I'm always gonna suck at this stuff and I'm always gonna, you know, I'm really big on the law of attraction right now and positivity, and what you say, you know, manifests into what becomes and all that jazz. Again, another vlog. You guys are gonna hear me say that so many times. That's what's exciting about me doing this for myself, is because every single time I do a vlog almost, I feel like I'm saying, okay, that's for another vlog, that's for another vlog, that's for another vlog, which is repetitive and annoying, but at the same time, to me that means there's more content to be shown. I have more in me. I have more that I want to say. I have more that you guys are going to see. So for me that's exciting. Like it's redundant and it's annoying to constantly be saying it and to constantly be hearing it as a viewer, I'm sure. Like, okay, we know, but on the plus side it means that I do have more coming, you know. It's not like I've done it all already. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there was really no reason for this vlog. I just got really excited that I found like a starting point. So that's why I hopped on, and because I wanted to discuss with you guys what you thought about. Like I know it's hard because like I know some people like don't label me, we don't want to label, and then also like I don't want to just like be cliquey and cliche and like, well, all the other YouTubers have it. So, but for me it's not even about that. For me it's just like the para community has always been a tremendous part of my extended family. Few people, I mean, I don't, not on YouTube anyways, you guys don't really know my story yet. Like obviously when the book comes out you will, but I don't really have family outside of my husband and kids. It's nice to have an extended family through you guys. So with that, I just wanted to kind of give you guys your own, I hate the word label because that's kind of what it is, but it's not, because to me it's just an endearing title, you know what I mean? You guys, like I mentioned about my kids being my monsters, it's just something that means a lot to me. All of my friends have pet names, well not all of them, but a huge majority of them I have nicknames for. It's just kind of what I do, and so for me it's more than just being part of the YouTube trend having these names and these titles. So if it bothers you and if it's offensive to you to be labeled, I apologize, but for me it's just fun. It makes me feel like we're a group, we're a family, we're a unit, in this case a squad. It kind of makes me feel bonded, you know what I mean? Like anyone can watch my channel and anyone can come into a video, but if you're part of the Paris squad, if you're one of my ghosties, then I know that you're seeing multiple videos, you're really into the content, you look forward to what's coming, you're somebody that I would want to meet at an event someday, that type of thing. So I don't know, I didn't want you guys to think that I was just jumping ship with every other YouTuber, or that I was trying to label anybody. That's not what it's about for me. I mean, it may look like that on the surface, but it really is deeper than that for me. Also, since I'm standing up for videos as of this point, I talk with my hands constantly. I'm sure it drives other people nuts, but I've always been a hand talker. It's funny because I've always been into ASL, I mean, since I was really, really little. And so I always joke that it's interesting that I have this interest in ASL and then I have this hand talking thing, because it would be an easy transition for me to finally learn one day. So anyways, you guys, that's kind of it. I just want to touch on the fact that I am making attempts to get some sort of stable filming area. I am working on the lighting. I am working on all this stupid crap that you're supposed to work on to produce good quality videos. It's a slow process, bear with me. But also I want to start by the terms, the Para Squad, and you guys being my ghosties, and let you know that the schedule is probably never going to happen, and then talk to you guys about bringing in the story times, because like I said, I have minimal following and subscribers. In the grand scheme of things, obviously I do have like 3,000 followers on Facebook. I have for years, but I mean, when you're talking about YouTubers that have millions and millions of subscribers, that's nothing. I mean, it's literally like pennies to millions of dollars, you know what I mean? But I value all of my pennies, and they mean the world to me. So whether, you know, I have 20 subscribers or 20 million subscribers, obviously that's reaching, but I'm just saying, I still want you guys to know that I still want the content to be enjoyable for those 20 subscribers. Fortunately, I have more than 20, but nowhere near a normal YouTuber. So like I said, I want you guys to grow with me. I really feel like I'm getting some momentum. I will probably struggle for a while, just learning the ropes and getting like into a groove and a momentum. But I am excited to have you guys with me on that journey, and I'm excited to grow with you guys and learn from you guys and give you whatever I can from myself. But with the information I want to give you guys, I also want you guys to enjoy the channel and feel like you know me and you know my personality, because I feel like I have the 3 playlists, like I said, and I think in the other channels you get a little bit more of me, but in the Para vlogs I have noticed it's a little more like information, XYZ, and I do want it structured that way for a reason, so that you can focus on the content and not get distracted or whatever. It is designed that way on purpose. However, in terms of that playlist, I want there to be some variety, so you can also see my personality, so it's not so homeworky and school-like, you know, just mix it up a little. And so that's why I think I want the story times. And like I said, it won't all be ghost stories. There'll be a few ghost stories, but it will all be Para-based. So maybe Ouija board experiences, my first time, you know, telling somebody about myself publicly, or when I first came onto the scene, or, you know, that kind of stuff. Oh, and I did move the curtain because my raggedy ass AC was in the window and I just couldn't deal with that. So if suddenly there's a curtain change, that would be why, because it irritated me, so I wrapped it up. Alright guys, so anyways, this is just really weird and rambly and kind of out of nowhere, but let me know what you guys think. Any suggestions for the backdrop? I want to go, like I said, I want to go get a cloth and hang it up there, but there's like so many different styles. Do I want to go pretty? Do I want to go cosmic? Do I want to go glitter? You know, I was thinking sequins or glitter because, well, come on, it's me, but we'll see. Any suggestions for the backdrop? And then also, what do you think about the Para Squad? What do you think about being called ghosties? Are you guys going to be okay if I don't have a set schedule? Is it something you're like expecting of me? Or do you guys totally get it and you'll just, whenever it pops up, you watch it? And how do you feel about me adding story times to the mix? Another thing I might start adding, because you know I'm going to have the book reviews. I've done one, which I'm totally lacking on, and then obviously the information stuff, and then I want to do the story times. But I was also thinking about maybe adding like letters from my grandma, because again, few of you know it unless you've read, well, no one's read the book yet, but unless you kind of know a little bit about my background. But until my grandma died, she always sent me letters, helping me with my gifts and helping me with experiences and kind of predicting things and stuff like that. I have tons of letters from her. And I'm concerned because sometimes they're starting to fade, so I need to photocopy them and stuff like that. But I was thinking, what are your thoughts about reading those out loud to you guys? Get a little bit of my history, see that it's a genuine line, that this isn't just something that just came out of nowhere, that my grandma and my great grandma and all that stuff are a part of this world that I've been brought into by the higher being. So what do you guys think about that? Like regular letters from my grandma? Yeah, I think that's kind of it. Like, I just want to know your guys' thoughts at this point. I'm in the development part of my channel. I've kind of gotten used to talking in the camera. It's still a little, like, you can still hear my voice quiver a little bit. It's not necessarily nerves, it's just, I guess, getting used to projecting for that long of a time. I don't know. I have the worst lungs. I can't run to save my life. I don't smoke, but who knows why. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. I just wanted to include you in the process of building the channel. I feel like if it's a channel for you guys, then you should have absolute say in the content and the design and structure and schedule and all that stuff. Obviously, at the end of the day, I have to do what I can within my means and my schedule, but I would love your guys' input, and I would love to work with your wishes. So that is why I make videos like this, just to kind of see where you guys are at and what you guys want. All handfuls of my little followers. I appreciate you. I value you. If I never get more than 100 subscribers, every one of you 100 subscribers, I will love to pieces. For me, this isn't about YouTube. In fact, I drug my heels on this YouTube venture for like, what, 2 years, because I just, I don't like being on camera. I'm very, I have anxiety. It's part of being empathic. And then I just am very self-conscious. I really don't, I don't know, it's weird because I'm a total extrovert. And so naturally I'm very social, but when it comes to like pictures that I didn't take myself, because everyone's good at making their own selfies, right? But if someone comes out with a camera, I'm bolting. I don't want any part of that. And so like being on film is like not something I'm comfortable with. I don't know if I ever will be comfortable with it. And so this isn't like a YouTube thing for me to like become anything. I just know that the aim of my work is for the gifted youth. And we are now in a very digital age, and these kids, you guys, you know, us old folk didn't have the internet the way you guys had it, and it wasn't our go-to. We went to books, we went to people, we went to that kind of stuff. And so I'm having to evolve and grow myself to a medium that works for you guys, and that is YouTube, that is Instagram, that is Vines, which I'm not doing Vines, sorry kids, Musical.ly, Snapchat, Twitter, you know, the whole social media and primarily video world. And so I have to just take one for the team, and as uncomfortable as I am, this is for the kids, and so that is why I'm using this medium. If I didn't feel the need to reach out to the youth, I don't think that I would go the YouTube route, because I don't think people my age and older really need it. We don't really care. I mean, it's nice if you're bored, but we don't, that's not our instinctual medium to go to. However, I feel like in this generation, for the age groups that I am trying to reach out to, it is their instinctual medium, and that is why my YouTube channel is here. So like, if I don't put a whole lot of effort into the lighting and green screens and, you know, all the crazy stuff, like the special microphones and all that stuff that most mainstream YouTubes have, it's because I don't, it's not like that for me. Eventually, if I get enough subscribers and it becomes like an in-demand thing, like they just want better quality video to watch for an aesthetics point of view, or to hear from an audio point of view, I will do my best to accommodate that upgrade. But for me, it's not about that right now. Like, I mean, sure, if I got you know, someone handed me a microphone, I'm not going to not play with it and see what it works, but I'm not going to go out of my way and do that, because it's not, I don't really know how to put it in words. I just don't care that much, and it's not that I don't care for the content to put out, I just don't, it's not my goal isn't to be like some YouTube sensation. My goal is to reach as many kids in the para industry that I can that need it. Adults too, you guys, I know that my focus is on children, but I'm sure that we can all learn from each other as parents, just as people who are in this community. So when I'm saying that I'm aiming for these kids, don't think that I don't want adults in this conversation, in my squad or whatever. It's for everyone in the para field. But the reason I'm on YouTube is to really hone in on that youth. That sounds creepy. Like I'm looking for kids to hone in on. Like that's weird as heck. You guys, I'm gonna be in so much trouble on YouTube too, because A, I'm working with kids and I swear like a sailor, so parents are gonna hate me, and B, I swear like a sailor, and YouTube has all these crazy restrictions now, so I'm pretty much screwed there. What's a girl to do? So my left eye, I'm actually curious to see if it's going to show up in the video. My left eye has been twitching for like 3 weeks now. It's making me nuts. Totally irrelevant, but it's driving me nuts. So if you see anything weird with my eyes, it's not the surgery, it's not the brain damage, it's just a twitch. After these videos, I think you're going to see this video after the certification for paranormal investigators and the Ghost Adventures videos, which the Ghost Adventures video completely threw me for a loop. So that was, you'll see. But after those and after this one, I think I'm going to do a couple more fun things, so that should be interesting. One is a new bloopers video. I don't know why, it's like embarrassing as shit to do those, but I love them. They're so hilarious and ridiculous. So actually there's 2 blooper videos coming. I don't know how soon. One is kind of depressing but still funny, and then the other one's just funny, so we'll see. And then there's some other stuff, but I don't really want to talk about it until I get it up because it's not here yet. Look, I'm really slumming. No earrings, hardly any makeup. My hair is on serious. You know, I don't even think you can talk about drugs. My hair is going crazy. I don't care what I look like. Alright guys, that made no sense. This video made no sense. This video was random beyond random. It just happened. I'm sorry if you stuck through the whole thing. I'm sorry. Thank you for sticking by. If you have opinions about any of the things I asked, please leave the comments down below. As always, I do have to view and approve. But if they are respectful and insightful and productive, they will get approved. No worries. Until next time, guys. So, I want to see if you guys caught a few things. Because here's what happened. I filmed the whole video. And then I went to go check it. And I don't know what happened, but like pieces of like the intro and stuff were like, and some other parts, like just random pieces, were like jacked up. Like I don't know, some of the video like wasn't working, and then some of the audio, I honestly couldn't tell you what I did or how I did it, but just random parts of it weren't working. So then I had to come back in here and re-film just those pieces, which is just stupid and random. But in the meantime, there are probably some glitches that you didn't notice. I like did some things in between, because you know you don't always just go straight to the computer, you like watch it later. And so I wanted to see if you guys caught a couple of things. One, the pillows have changed on my bed slightly. 2, my nail polish, right? And 3, I pulled that curtain down, which I did mention pulling down the curtain. However, I pulled it at the end, but since I had to refilm the beginning, it's now at the beginning, and then it says I pulled it at the end, so that's gonna be weird. Yeah, just want to see if you guys caught on to a couple things. And you know what, I'm sure there's other stuff that I'm not even thinking of. Oh my god, one thing didn't change. Whatever's up with my hair didn't change. Look at this. What in the heck? So, I have never had baby hairs in my life. And now I've got them everywhere. How do you just develop baby hairs? Do you know what happened to me? This has nothing to do with anything. I was talking to a girlfriend at work last year. She was like talking about ashy elbows or whatever. And I was explaining that I never get ashy elbows and whatever. And she was saying that's because it's an ethnic thing. She was talking about like us white girls don't have to deal with that. And I was like, whatever, I'm sure there's white girls that deal with it. She's like, no, you white girls don't have to deal with it. I'm like, fine, whatever. So I give her my lotion, it's fine. And like 3 days later, I shit you not, I started getting like ashy elbows. And I'm like, bitch, you gave me ashy elbows. Like, never in my life have I ever had this. And then I tell you I've never had it, and you're like, that's because blah blah blah. And then I get it. Like, what is that? I never had baby hairs in my life. And they just came. I don't understand. My body is mutating. You guys, once you hit 30, kids, listen to me. It happens so fast. I promise you, I was just 12. I promise you. I don't understand what happened. Anyways, after 30, it's over. It's not like 50 and 100. Okay, I know there's so many people watching this right now screaming at me that I'm an idiot because they're like older than that. But like, come on. Like, things are... I can't even. I can't, because this is... It's irrelevant. You guys, I'm losing my mind. I told you I'm not feeling well. When I'm sick, I guess, my brain goes... Alright, I got some writing to do. And obviously I have to edit these videos. Oh my god, my eye is out of control. Any tricks for stopping a twitching eye other than de-stressing? Honestly, I can't. I can't. Hello? Can you see me? Ooh, my nails are jacked up. That's sad. Okay, this is the blooper portion because it's random and I just want to see if you guys caught any of the weird things that were happening. And my vision board, if it's working, you guys send positive energy to the vision board. Positive energy, yes. Okay, now it's done, I promise.